We amped up and everything. And
Mm,
I don't have the amp thing no more. Live, we're recording. Everything looks good. Okay. That is, all right. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. For those of you live tuning in, it's me and Willis Turner. Special. We're gonna call this in honor of you, a cigar and no coffee show.
well, I have coffee.
Well, we'll call it cigar and coffee show. I don't have coffee. I'll pretend like I have coffee. Invisible coffee. All right. Everybody can hear me? Everybody at home?
Yes.
Well, my neighbors can hear me too. Shit. What the fuck he doing now?
He
All
sit at
right.
home all day doing nothing.
Doing nothing. Now he's talking to himself.
Talks completely.
He's
This
the
boy go.
amazing Dr. Gray. He's Mr. Organized. He can organize your life too. And if rash develops, discontinue use.
This is the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest pop culture show in the world. Bringing you all the pop, rock, R&B, hip hop, culture, talk stuff you can stand. Well, my usual guest, Patricia Ray, is not here because she's been grabbed up by ICE. No, she hasn't. She is on her way to North Carolina. She's relocating. So to take her place for maybe this week and a couple more weeks is going to be my good friend, actor, comedian, cigar enthusiast, and all around sexy dude, Willis Turner.
Why, thank
Say
you. Hey, what's up, everybody?
say hello to the people, Willis Turner.
Hey, this is Willis Turner. What's happening, everybody? How you guys doing? I'm glad to be here to be, hanging with my boy, Dr. J.
Well, this is a special show. We're going to call this in honor of you a cigar and coffee show, just in time for Father's Day weekend. And for
Yes.
those of you watching on Instagram and YouTube and all these places, I'm about to light a cigar in your face. And for people on radio, you can't see it. So, but smoke will come out of your speaker right now.
Because
And if
it's a
you believe,
smoking hot show.
yeah. And if you believe that, I know some land in Compton I have to sell you. Okay, so I'm lighting up in the backyard. Woo, I think I'm in love. So, Willis, we always bond over cigars.
Yes.
So, how long you been smoking cigars? And by the way, we're gonna wing this show. We're just gonna wing it in honor of Father's Day weekend. We're gonna wing it. No
Like
topics
all
here.
like all
Yeah,
fathers do.
like all fathers do, wing it. That's how you become a father.
Exactly.
You just wing it. Oh, we'll see what happens. Don't worry about it.
Right. We'll fix it in the morning.
Yeah. Don't worry about it later. Ain't nothing gonna happen. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? I've been smoking cigars since 2019, 2020.
Damn. What? Only 5 years?
Yeah,
6 years?
6 years.
Oh, I thought you
I
was an
started
old
during the
salt.
I started during the pandemic, and then from there I was like, I started off with acids at first.
Ass. Wait a minute.
Acids,
Okay. You have to
acid
clarify, brother.
cigars.
I said,
There's
you got
cigars
acid?
named acids.
You
Yeah,
smoke acid? Okay.
I
Just
wasn't
to be
smoking
clear.
acid.
Like, damn.
Acid cigars.
Yeah, because you
So
wouldn't go down from acid to cigars.
no. you, you just go from acid to black tar heroin.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go. I did acid cigars, which were flavored cigars. They're flavored cigars.
Mm-hmm.
They're chocolate. They have a chocolate minty flavor to it.
Wasn't the
And
candy
then
crayons? This wasn't the candy cigarettes we had in the kid,
yeah,
right? You
kind of.
don't have to... Okay.
And so I went from that to then I was like, well, let me try something lighter and lighter. you know, and then I started moving into what I call now real cigars,
Hmm.
and not the fake, not the sensitive cigars.
Sensitive cigars.
Yeah,
Okay. I would have
like
thought you've
not,
been smoking for years.
no,
I first had my cigar back in 1995.
okay.
I worked for the show Cops, Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do
Mhm.
for the Fox Network? And the producer there named Murray Jordan. He was the supervising producer, older cat, and he had a wife named Maria Jordan, who's Spanish and was my direct boss. I was an assistant editor there. Woman yelled all the time. You know, and people who yell in Spanish accents look like they don't have to say a curse word, but they feel like they're cursing you out and they speaking just in English.
Right?
He's like, I don't understand you. What's going on with you? This is silly. It's like, geez, damn, calm down.
Yeah,
So I
I've
mean,
had that.
so he said, hey, you smoke cigars? I said, no. He gave me my first cigar. It was a Monte Cristo, and I don't know why he started me out on the Monte Cristo. So I almost choked to death on that. And I met a buddy named Russell who worked at Paramount Studios, and he smoked cigars, and I did it for about 5 years, and
Okay,
then I stopped.
okay.
And then I was done with cigars, and then I met you. I was clean. And on my birthday weekend in Las Vegas, you brought cigars, and that was the first time I had a cigar in almost like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, you were my pusher.
I hate to say it. My grandmother said I was a bad influence.
Yes, and I haven't
Unfortunately,
stopped since.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's a smart thing. Smart thing.
And but you know cigars more than I do. You have become a cigar. How many different cigars have you smoked?
Oh, probably about 30. Cause I like
Is
to
that it?
try. Yeah, like I just try cigars, maybe more. I just try a
Uh-huh.
lot of cigars,
Hmm.
and I'm always like when I was on the road, I would go just to cigar lounges, and I was like, "What's the house cigar?" So maybe more than 30, probably
Hmm.
hundreds, probably more than the hundreds. But like I'll just go, "What's your house cigar?" I would like to buy some and try it. And some would
Hmm.
have good house cigars, and some would have like garbage. I'd rather,
Smoke a
I'd
chicken
rather,
bone?
s- yeah, I'd rather smoke a chicken bone and get more flavor out of it. Mm. Then other times, and so I would just try them each time. And as the more I tried it, the more I expanded what I liked and what I didn't like, what I wanted out of a cigar. I went from mild cigars to medium to full. Like now, I smoke like my favorite right now is the number nine, the Liga Privada number nine.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
The Liga is a very good cigar.
yeah.
For people who don't know, explain to people what house cigars are.
So a house cigar in general is a cigar that either they've asked uh, a manufacturer to make for them. They've told them what they want in the cigar, and it's sold. It's usually the leftover stuff that doesn't go into the premium cigars.
Hmm.
A lot of times, and some guys, they go, "Well, I want it to be like this. I want this flavor profile, and I want it this much. I want it this gauge. I want it this length." And the lounge or the cigar provider says, "This is what I want from a certain manufacturer of cigars," and they get it at a certain price, and they buy a certain amount, and so that they can provide it for a cheaper rate.
And sometimes you come up, like you said, horrible house cigars, but every
Yes,
now and again you will run across one. I told you earlier this week, I came across one called the Surplus at
right.
one of the cigar shops near my area. And and I also should say, so house cigars are incredibly cheaper than the
Yes,
main stuff. Like we're talking about
yes,
$7 for a
right.
house cigar. So
Yes,
if you come
seven
up
to ten bucks.
$7 to $10, and
Yeah.
I came across one called the Surplus, and it was only $8. And you don't know life until you smoked a very inexpensive and good cigar, because it makes it even better. It's like, ooh, I got like a $40 taste out of this $8,
Yeah.
and I was totally excited about it.
It's kind of like I went to when I was in Louisville, Kentucky. I would go across the river to Indiana to this cigar lounge, which was a really good cigar lounge. And his house cigars, really good, really good,
Mhm.
and really inexpensive. They were $10, but they smoked. I would say they smoked like a $50 cigar.
Man,
Good
and
pull on the smoke, wrapped really nice, everything.
and a good cigar, for people that want to know, I always get that question from people who don't know, how do you know a good cigar? Like, I'm smoking a Grand Corona right here. This is kind of a house cigar. Not
Yeah.
really. It's not a house cigar, but see how even, for those of you watching, it's burning very evenly. That's when
Yes.
you know, that's one of the many signs you have a good cigar,
Yes.
if it's burning even like
Yes.
that and slow. Because the best cigar I love right now is the Alma Fuentes.
Oh yes.
That
Really,
cigar,
real good cigar. I mean,
strong.
it's strong. And for those who don't know, you don't. Some people inhale cigars, and I'm like, you're not supposed to inhale it. You just bring it into your mouth and then you blow it out.
Yeah,
You know what I
which make
mean?
yeah.
And so and that's what you're like. Oh, but it messes with your lungs. I'm like, well, you're really just getting a secondhand smoke at that point,
You're second handing like 3 packs a day.
right? But then you get a good cigar. But if you get a good cigar and you make good money, whoo,
Yeah, the Alma Fuentes can last me 2 hours. I've held that smoke for two. I held that stick for 2 hours.
wow,
So I mean, it smokes so good. You take your time, and it lasts. It burns slow and even. And I've had to relight it, and that's the best cigar. And it's not in Vegas. I first had it in Vegas in the Caesar's Palace has a cigar lounge called the Monte Cristo
yes,
cigar, and I shouldn't even say the name because they don't get paid for this. But if you're
no,
in Vegas, there's a we're gonna hashtag them, and maybe they'll say, ooh, that it's called the Monte Cristo Lounge in Caesar's Palace. I had it there for like $40 because I want to have a cigar for $40. And but out here in the mainland, in suburban hell, it only is about $26.
oh, well, you were on it's on the strip too.
It's
You
on
got to remember,
that strip prices, yeah.
those are strip prices, not
So
strip
I
club,
yeah,
but strip prices.
yeah, yeah. Holly Las Vegas strip prices. So I was very happy to see I could get it for $26. It's a damn good cigar. What about Cubans? You had a Cuban before? You've had Cubans before.
Yes, I've had Cubans. I like Cubans.
Not women's cigars.
Cigars. I've never had a Cuban woman. I've had Cuban
Mm,
cigars though. Cuban cigars are
mm.
really good, and they are wrapped really nice, and very flavorful. Uh, Also, I've had what I really like. This is this place in Mexico. They have Cuban seeds grown in Mexico,
Mhm.
and the cigar. When I tell you, it was a great smoke. Great smoke. It's almost like your cigar. It was I could smoke it for an hour, and it was about 4 or 5 inches and could smoke for an hour.
The first Cuban I had, it was called a Cobalt.
Hmm.
And man, I did it on my birthday, and I wanted to see what a Cuban cigar was all about, and I got it. And it's illegal out here. Yeah, whatever. You can find them.
Yes.
and and the first Willis, when I lit that cigar, the taste of the tip of it was like nothing I've ever tasted before. It was like
Yes.
I became a cigar smoking virgin for the first time. It was like,
Yes.
wow, the smell, the
Yes.
texture. It put a little tingle on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is what crack must feel like. Not exactly,
Yeah.
but
Right. I
you
guess.
their
Yeah.
first crack, it's like
That
get you
first hit.
addicted. Yeah.
They get
It
that
was
dragon on you, baby.
it was the first hit, and I'm like, whoa, that's good. And I couldn't believe that this was they make a cigar so much better.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and I've been chasing that high for a while. And not all Cubans taste like that, though. You got to come across the right one.
Cohiba makes a good Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? You know, there are some Cubans that you're just like, yeah, because all Cubans aren't great. Monte Cristo has a good Cuban.
Oh yeah,
they have great Cubans. And most of those Cubans are most of them are full body, medium to full body.
Oh yes, and they're expensive. You can pay up to at least $50 to $75 to even $100 for a stick.
I think my most expensive was a Cuban. I think it was like $75.
Yeah, I've paid that for one, and it wasn't as good as the one I paid $50 for. Because this one had so many of them made and had the numbers on them. Now, for those of you wondering, where do y'all get Cubans? Listen, I'm not going to say every cigar shop sells Cubans, but I will say this. You're going to have to be a customer for a while.
They have access to them.
Yeah. Before they say, hey, would you like something a little stronger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't think you're gonna don't walk in a cigar shop and say, hey, you sell Cubans? They're gonna think you're the cops.
Right.
Don't do that. Just slowly keep going until finally somebody says, and you may say, hey, I think I want something a little stronger than that. You know, what do you got?
Oh my gosh. When I was in Mexico, I had a Cuban and it was so good.
Yeah.
I wish I could get another one.
I wish I could find a Cuban. Man, I can't find that cigar anymore. And then the guy will say, follow me into the back. And they'll pull out some department.
Exactly. When you go to the back, the door next to the restroom, knock 3 times. Say the blue moon falls in the main.
Exactly. That's how you get a Cuban. So it could take some time. One cigar spot, I was frequenting that for almost a year before they finally said, hey, you want something a little more? And it was like there. But then there's another cigar. I met a guy who knew a guy who hit me to it right off the bat.
Right.
So, but you got to be in the culture of cigars to do it. If you're trying to buy something for somebody, it ain't going to work. So I'm enjoying talking a special cigar and coffee episode of Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with my man, comedian Willis Turner. We're going to come back. He's going to tell some jokes and get really funny. We just get warmed up. You've got the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J, on New HD Radio. That was a good segment. We can talk about cigars forever, man. Yeah. Maybe we should do a show, man. Fuck
it. Let's do it.
Oops. We're live. I forgot that.
Ooh. I thought you cut it up. That's why I was like, oh.
I do cut it up, but once it's live on YouTube and shit, I can't cut it up. I can take it down, but
you can't cut it up.
Yeah, I'll cut it up for the radio version, yeah. But this is like seeing the bloopers.
Bloop, bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about the presidential library. All right, let's see. And really. Okay, there you go. You have got the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J, the special Father's Day edition. I'm with my special co-host, my good friend Willis Turner. Willis Turner.
Yes.
That should be your new stage name, Willis Turnus. No?
No. Well, why do I want to be Turnist?
I don't know.
Is that even a word? Turnus?
Turnus. Exactly. It's not a word.
You're trying to make me turn me into the modern day. Engelberg Humperdinck.
Yeah, sure. Why not? He made a lot of money, didn't he?
Eventually,
Eventually. Well, eventually you will continue to make more money. Tell people that you're a real comedian and you go on stage. Tell
I
people
am.
about yourself.
I am a real comedian. I go on stage. I tell jokes. Believe it or not, I'm funny. I've been funny for decades now. Wow. Uh, I've been funny. I can be funny for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour 10. Nobody wants anyone to be funny for over an hour.
I
That's
don't. I don't think
no.
anybody's funny over an hour unless they're at a party and they're just drunk.
Right. Then you're drunk. And everybody else is usually drunk with you.
And you're an actor too. You're a brilliant actor. You were in the
Thank you.
stage play of I almost
Jason's
said
Lyric.
I almost said Love Jones. I don't know what I was
No,
thinking.
Jason's Lyric.
Jason's lyrics.
With Eva Marcel, oh God, Alan Payne, Tyron Turner, and
You better say his name. Say his name.
Lawrence Jacobs.
That's right, my man. Screen legend, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
Mr.
He is a legend among legends. Like, come on. Welcome back, Carter. The Jackson 5.
Oh, the Jacksons, the American Dream, played the best Joe Jackson ever.
He was the best Joe Jackson. I know you guys looked at Michael and says, oh no, that guy. No, he looked like Joe Jackson, but Lawrence embodied Joe Jackson. Like, Lawrence made you go, if I met Joe Jackson in an alley, I would just go ahead and hand him a belt. so I can get it over with.
Well, he's part of that generation back in the day that knew what it was like to get that belt.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So he had that. I'm sure he drew from that inspiration. It's like, I know what it's like to get that belt.
Like, everybody always thinks Michael was doing that. Ooh, that was Joe Jackson helping him out. Ooh, come on. He said, "Come on, don't hit me no more." That's really you missed it. They cut that part off and said when he said, "Come on."
That's what Joe Jackson was saying. Come on. Yeah. And you know what? He whipped those kids all the way to the bank.
You know how good of a whooping that was? When you whoop somebody so good that even Reby Jackson gets a record deal. Reby, Centipede. Come on, man. Like, Joe Jackson got Reby Jackson an album. He got LaToya an album deal. Tito,
no, I couldn't sing.
Tito had an acoustic album. Very few people know that Tito had an acoustic album. Of all you heard was him playing in the background.
You know, when you whip somebody to play the guitar, woo, that's something else. You know how they say, move your hand. Remember your parents would whip you and say, move your hand, move your hand.
Exactly.
He said, Tito, you better definitely move your hand.
Move your hands.
If I tear that head up, you in trouble. I couldn't sing or dance, but I played baseball, and I wish my dad would have whooped me right to the major leagues.
Yeah. I mean, come on. My dad whooped me into being a comic, but he didn't whoop me into being that famous of a comic yet. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Well, when you tell a bad joke, he'll pull out a belt. This joke better make me laugh. Better crack me up.
So exactly.
That's a movie there. You better make me laugh, baby.
Make me laugh.
Okay.
They're having all these comedy competitions. That should be one of the comedy competitions. You got to make him laugh or get a whooping.
Get a whooping. That would motivate a lot of people. How come you haven't been? Now, let's talk about that right quick. Before we talk about the presidential, Barack Obama's presidential thing. What do you think about these comedy shows, contest shows? I kind of think they're lame, but I've never really seen a good one. But what do you think about it, and why have you thought about being on one?
I thought about being on one. I haven't done it, but I've thought about being on one. Like, to me, though, comedy is such a subjective art form. You know what I mean? Like, I think who I think is funny, other people may not think is funny. What I think is funny, they may not find funny. Like, they may just go, it's okay. Like, I've done a couple of competitions, and every time I've done competition, they're always like, I don't get it. I'm like this. Okay, then you don't. You just don't. They're like, it's unoriginal. I was like, what? How do you? Me talking to, and at the time, I was talking about my son with special needs. How's that unoriginal? Like, oh, I didn't know it was that many comics with special needs kids.
Yeah, right. Right.
Like, oh, that's weird. That's funny. That there's all these special needs comics out there. And so, talking about being raised by my father as a black comic, you think about the stereotype is that black fathers didn't raise their kids, but
Yeah.
I was raised by my dad. So
Me too.
I think, I laugh when they're like, "Well, hmm, you don't fit our thing, what we think black comics are. You just don't fit. Like I don't fit their mold of what a black comic is. I'm not. I don't sit up there. I don't talk about roaches. I don't talk about food stamps. I never had food stamps. The one time I did use food stamps, they got mad because I just threw them back in the Monopoly boards. I was like, this is Monopoly money. Why are we playing? Why are we going to the grocery store with this? I got real money.
My dad used to bring home like stuff from food stamps, food,
Uh-huh.
the government
Right.
cheese. I've eaten the government cheese, but I'm from Compton, but I was a middle class kid. Both my parents worked. I
Right.
was one of those kids that had to pay for my lunch because
Yeah.
back then you have to give the financials of your parents. And my mom
Yeah.
worked at McDonnell Douglas, and my dad had his own business. But what happened was my dad used to. Well, I know now he used to on 1st and 15th he would buy
Right.
food stamps from people who wanted to get drunk or get high, and he
Right.
would pay cash for their food stamps, and he'd go get the government cheese and get all the benefits out of it. So he ended up getting like what $100 of $50 of $100 of groceries for $50
Right.
or something like
Right.
that.
And that's what my dad never. Only time I ever saw food stamps or anything was when I was with my other family members, because a lot of them was on assistance, which was weird. Like my aunt would be like, "Come on out here, get these groceries. You better get these groceries. You better get these groceries."
And it always be like groceries you're like, I ain't never seen before. Like, what kind of brand is this?
Right. I was
What's
like
this
this.
stuff?
And I'm not a big cereal person, and she would buy all this cereal, and I was like, we don't have, like I honestly, and then on top of that, my grandfather owned a farm, so we would get like steaks and bacon, like straight from the cow and from the hog, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't even know, like we had like I was getting like T-bone steaks, like there were 2 inches thick
Wow.
T-bone steaks, and all my friends are eating like chicken, and I never ate chicken as a kid until I
Oh,
went over a
didn't?
friend's house.
Oh, look at
I would have to
you.
go over. My dad didn't like chicken. My dad doesn't like chicken because he grew up on a farm, so he would all like.
You
He
had
was
to
like,
kill them. You
yeah,
had to wring their neck.
yeah. Well,
I want to
he
eat
was like,
this.
yeah. My grandmother would have, and she'd be like, y'all want chicken? And they go, I guess everybody go, okay. And in 20 minutes, there's a chicken on the table cooked.
You hear in the back.
Ah! Well, you only heard it for a second. But Muddy would be like, that's all you heard was sound like firecrackers and breaking necks.
I didn't see you go to the grocery store when you get that chicken right.
Yeah, they used to get mad at me. They thought I was a weird kid because I would go to the farm, and I was like, why don't we go to the grocery store? And they're like, what do you mean go to the grocery store? We got it right here. I was like, yeah, but people do it on a better scale than us.
Yeah, y'all be leaving feathers on it. Y'all fried chicken with feathers on it. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
And then we would milk the cows, and we would, we'd have milk straight from the cow, churn our own butter, make our own ice cream. We wanted for nothing.
Homemade ice cream, man, that's
Yeah.
still a thing. My mother, before she left, she shared that with my wife about how to make homemade ice cream. If you haven't had homemade ice cream, I ain't going to even get into it. You've missed out on a whole part of life that you will never see
Yes.
again.
Exactly.
But okay, interesting transition right quick in comedy. Let's
Yes.
change it up a little bit.
Okay.
I want to talk about Martin Short. He has a documentary out.
Yes.
Since you were talking about comedy, I saw it. It's called Life is Short. And first of all, Martin Short is not a stage name. It's his real name. I would have thought that was a stage name for sure.
His
And
parents knew.
yeah, Martin Short. I mean, that's got to be a stage name, right? It's not. It's his legal name, and it's a great documentary on Netflix. See it. I mean, he's a very funny man, and there's two things that stuck out with me. Speaking of comedy, number one, somebody said, and she passed away. The one friend he had recently, I forget her name, Diane something.
Diane
Um,
Lane.
yeah, yeah, no, it's another Diane. She just passed away recently. But she said the thing about Martin Short's genius was that he never second guessed his comedy. He always threw it out no matter what. And she had made her a comment. She had said, "Do you know how much more time I would have in my life if I didn't second guess my creativity?" And he never second guessed it. He just went for it every single time. So he didn't have the luxury. He didn't do that to himself. He didn't beat himself up about maybe this is good, maybe this isn't. He just went out there and did it. That's the first thing I heard about him. Then the second thing was, what's that one comedian on Saturday Night Live? He talks like this, Maloney or
John
something.
Lovitz.
No,
John
the
Lovitz.
other, the new guy. He's a newer guy.
I
John
haven't.
something. Anyway, he
Yeah.
did a sitcom with Martin Short, and
Okay.
it was canceled after a few episodes. And he said he felt so bad talking to Martin Short and have to tell him the show was canceled. And Martin Short. Martin Short, thinking of Martin, the comedian.
Yeah.
He told him, he said, "Look, kid, this is what it is. Most of the time, nothing works until something works. That's our job. Plain and simple. Failure
That's
is what
it.
we do."
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't
Failure-
mad at all.
This is the one thing I always tell people. Failure is baked into what we do.
Mhm.
You have to fail. And whether it works or not, or whether you're willing to continue with the failure, whether you're willing to until it does work, whether you're willing to, I've seen comics that I was like this. He sucks, but he's trying, like he's putting it out there like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever done.
Is that what you have to do? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a big baseball fan, and I know playing baseball, failure is about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, failure is part of the game. You're gonna fail.
Think about this. If you hit 300 in the big league, major leagues, you're almost a Hall of Famer.
You're stuck.
You're almost Hall of Fame, which means you hit the ball 3 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
3 out of 10 times. Not even, it's not a 50%, or that's the only, if you shot 30% from the field in basketball, you're cut.
You suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a receiver in football and you caught 3 out of 10 passes,
you're cut.
Yeah.
Or they're making you're on the defense.
Mm-hmm. So,
you know what I mean?
So yeah, it's failure. And what would you rate? What would be your batting average as a comedian? I mean, I'm sure back then, before, and when you first started, and now.
When I first started, it was
200.
2 out of 10 times I would go up. 2 times I would do good. The rest was bad. You know what I mean? Like I would go up 2 times. If I went up 10 times, 2 of them was good. The rest were just trash, and people just looking at me because I was doing all this stuff. Because I was a black guy, I would talk about religion. I would talk about God. I was like, God has all these, God, people call God by different names. Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, Yahweh, Baba, all
Emmanuel.
God, Emmanuel. I was like, God had all these names. I'm starting to think, does God have credit problems?
That's funny. Yeah, you put his phone bill in this name,
right?
You put his electric bill in that name.
And then I was like, well, how would you collect from God though? You know what I mean? Like he was like, hey, I was like, you hear someone calls, like, you're like, hello? Like, yeah. He goes, yeah, who am I speaking with? They're like, Jesus. You're like, yeah, Jesus, is God in? And I was like, no, he's everywhere right now.
You should bring that one back. I can see why it probably didn't hit a few years ago, but that would probably hit now.
Yeah, it was like God. It's like, well, Jesus, who are you? I'm his son. It's like,
Now he puts his
you know,
phone in his son's name.
here he's like, well, look, Jesus, tell God he has 10 days to pay the sun bill, or we're gonna turn it off.
And that's why he was born again, right? So he had
Exactly.
new credit.
New
He messed
credit.
up his credit so bad he had to be born again.
I mean, God is the first. What is that? Ghetto father. He put all his bills in his son's name.
Yeah, it didn't, and had a baby's mama, right?
He had a baby mama, and
Oh, we better stop. Oh, somebody gonna say, "Oh, that's right."
you know, absentee father.
All right, we got the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show. I'm here with comedian Willis Turner. We got more to come on New HD Radio. All right, I gotta check on my dog. I got to keep barking.
Okay. We still live?
It wasn't my dog, it was the neighbor's dog barking. All right, we're gonna do one more segment.
Okay.
That was a long one there. Now let's talk about Barack Obama. I thought because it's talking about comedy, it's going to Martin Short thing.
Yeah, it'd be a good point.
All right, we're rolling. Tamiko's not listening, is she? Right. What am I doing? Oh, there you go.
Well, I just came short of organizing every hair on my head. He's the amazing Dr. Gray. J. Lamar Gray is number one. This is Rick Dees, member FDIC.
You've got the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with me. Dr. J, the sexiest pop culture show in the world. A special edition cigar and coffee show with my good friend comedian Willis Turner. And Willis, you do cigar and coffee every day from your backyard, right?
Yes.
Tell us what that's about. And when do you do it?
I do it around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Instagram. And I sit there and I talk about subjects. Even if someone wanted to send me a subject to talk about, I'll talk about that too. And if you go to Instagram at The Real Willis Turner, the TherealWillistUrner. Well, if you go to that on Instagram, you can DM me and let me know what's going on and tell me what cigars you think I should smoke and try. I do that mainly because I was like, hey, I tell a funny story or tell a funny joke or tell what's happened in my life that I think is funny. And it's just a way to just connect with my fans, to connect with the people and have fun. And I actually go to if I'm on the road, I go to different cigar lounges too and talk.
We maybe have to take this cigar and coffee on the road. Absolutely. And I've joined in a couple of times, so you welcome anybody to join in as long as they are not topless, I guess.
Correctamundo. or bottomless. Well, if you're bottomless, hopefully I won't see that.
Well, speaking of, I don't know how to transition to this, but Barack Obama, and I don't talk politics on my show, but I got to tell you, this past week, he opened up his not a boring mausoleum library like most American presidents do. He opened up a fun land.
Yes, interactive. It has a basketball court. It has all
Courtney
these
studio.
things that, yeah. Come on, man.
And a library, a
Come on.
display for her dresses, and it's been a great week. You know, if you missed the whole celebration, let me tell you, it did bring tears to my eyes when Michelle was at one point when they had the private invitation, the pre-screening of it was a special guest. She talked about how much her mother loved her son-in-law. And,
Yeah.
you know, you don't hear that. I don't think I've ever heard that from a first lady, especially Melania, that said how, I mean, you don't hear, you didn't hear, you
don't hear
Hillary
anything
say
from
that?
Melania now. Let alone when she, like, we don't even know if she's alive. Like, literally, I think when she comes out, a marionette brings her out and be like,
Well, she go, well, you know, when one day when Donald Trump has passed on, and he will pass on, I'm not saying anything like crazy, right?
right,
She go probably come out and say, woo, now I can talk English. Let me tell you what's really going on.
right, right.
Then we gonna sit down. We're gonna find out she speak perfectly good English. Woo, I can stop faking it now. Let me tell you, child.
Yes.
Woo, those are some long years.
They had to be. I don't know what she had to do to get her green card, but man,
I
don't think I would have done it. Right, I would do it.
Well,
Yeah.
also, I was going to say, watching the whole event too, it was tantamount to running into your smoking hot ex who broke up with you, and they
Yes.
still look good, right?
And they got a better boyfriend,
yeah,
a better,
they got a better
they
life.
got a better punk. Yeah, like
he was talking all this, but him and Michelle was talking all this hope and positive vibes and stuff. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I ain't heard this in a long time.
Exactly.
I'm waking up frustrated and what the hell he
Mad.
say now and what the hell's
Exactly.
going on. And they were talking about hope. And it's almost amazing to think that this country elected these two men as president for 2 terms. It's like, what happened? And, you know, what'd you think when you saw it?
Well, when I saw it, I was like, wow. Like in the beginning, I was like, man, I wish some of these speeches would end faster.
Mhm.
Other times, I sat there and I was like, this is amazing. Come on, think about it. Look at who he had performing. He had Stevie Wonder, John Legend. He had
Bruce Springsteen,
Ricky Martin, Bruce Springsteen, not Ricky Martin. What's his name? What's the other guy that was married to Jennifer Lopez? The other Latin guy.
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Come on, Mark Anthony. And I don't know what Mark Anthony, like Mark Anthony should not be on Ozempic.
I know, right? I noticed he was like really scared. I was like, wow.
I was like,
geez.
Is he auditioning still for Skeletor? Like,
I was like,
I was like,
Hispanic
already
Pee Wee
casted the
Herman. I
movie.
was like, what the heck?
Exactly.
That suit was tight.
Like,
I was like, what?
Like, come on, man. Come on.
You almost threw me off. You said he was married to J-Lo. I was like, well, hell, that's a long list. What are you talking about?
You're like,
I had to go around these guys in my head.
Alex Rodriguez? No. Ben Affleck? No. Puppy Comb? No. Ted Danson? No.
Yeah.
George Burns? No.
George Burns, for crying out loud. You show how old you are. So yeah, it was very entertaining, and I look forward to going. They said it's a public space where you can go see like art around there, but to actually get in the museum, they are booked up through November.
Wow.
So you can't even get in if you wanted to. You'd have to call him personally and say, let me in, because November, Thanksgiving, we're planning a trip, me and my family, in the spring, and I never do stuff like this. I've never been to a presidential library. And we have two out here. We have Ronald Reagan and
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon, Tricky Dick.
I used to live right down the street from the Nixon Library.
You ever been?
No, I never went.
I guess we should kind of go, but no, I'm not.
Why?
I'm going to save this. I don't know.
Why would you go to Richard Nixon's? Or I felt no connection to none of those, other than they were presidents.
I didn't, and I was just like, man, I don't know, maybe because it's here. I don't know, but I'm not going to realistically, but I am going to make a trip to Chicago to do this. I mean, I gotta do this. I gotta go see this for my own eyes.
Yeah, I've never been to Mammoth Mountain, and it's here. So, okay, there's a lot of stuff that's here. I've just never done. Never
wrote the Colossus backwards, but you know, hey, I can, but I'm not going to.
Right.
And
it doesn't mean you.
And Michelle looks great. His daughters are still amazing, and you had all the former living presidents here. Jimmy Carter would have made it if he was still, except Donald Trump, who would have totally. I hear he didn't get an invitation. But apparently, George W. was offered a +1 with him and Laura, and they say he did invite Melania.
Oh.
With the Obamas, They invited her to be a part of the celebration because she ain't going to talk or say anything. So, and I think that was cool. It would have been
Melania
great if Melania
go.
Showed up.
Melania would want to go. Melania would go so that then she would know what to say from Michelle's speech.
She can copy
Donald Trump.
Yeah, she can copy that speech.
Right. She copies a lot of Michelle's speeches. So it's just, it was a great experience. I mean, think about this. One guy, I mean, he had Stevie Wonder, all these great performers, and they are going to have, and they have what? Milli Vanilli is going to perform for the Trumps.
Hulk Hogan ain't, that's for sure.
Well, no.
And did you see the people in the audience? Everybody, David Letterman, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas was there, LL Cool J. I mean, it was like the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Grammys all put together. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
And get this, Obama can sit courtside at any basketball game.
Basketball game.
And not feel threatened. Trump can't even sit in the box without them booing him. Like, boo! We can't even see him. He can hear us though.
Well, listen, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I mean, if you couldn't watch that and feel like positive, if you watch that event with a scourge on your face and
that's your
disgust, that's something, there's something deep down in your soul that's troubling. Because whether you agree with his politics or not, the fact that he is a man and his wife, and I always tell people, listen, we didn't just elect Barack Obama into the White House. We elected Barack and Michelle into the White House. Because to be honest with you, I don't think he could have won without her.
No, he couldn't.
She was an amazing. These are things we had never seen, and that would make America great. The fact, whether you are a Republican or not, the fact that we finally saw the first Black president and the first Black first lady, the first Black family in the White House, that should make you proud as an American.
Yes,
but it doesn't for some people.
It made them mad. It made some people mad. Like, how dare they?
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know what we're going to do? What? We're going to get every other Black person since we can't get that one.
We're going to get all these other clowns that go up in here. And if you ask most, I'm going to say this and I'm in my backyard, but if you ask most white women, if you ask a Trump supporting white woman, say, listen, who would you vote for again, Barack or Trump? They're going to say Trump. But if you were to ask them, who would you like to spend the night with? Who would you make love to, Barack Obama or Donald Trump? They gonna say Barack Obama.
Well, some are going to say Trump. Some are going to say Trump only because he's going to pay them.
Yeah. Or their husband's gonna backhand them. If they don't say, you bet not say you gonna sleep with that man. You know
what they say. Once you go black,
you ain't coming back. Don't you dare. But I mean, God, the man's amazing.
He was very amazing. The facilities was amazing. The event was amazing. Everything was amazing. It was just, you got to see, it didn't feel stuffy. It just felt fun and a great feeling. And that's really what Obama made you get to, is a great feeling. And he could say a word that had more than 2 syllables and made you feel like he knows what that word means. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And don't think, and listen, and we talked about this a little bit off of the show earlier this week. Don't dare. You can't sit there and bash Black people who are uneducated, who commit crimes, who have babies mamas or too many baby daddies, or who are on drugs.
Right.
And still criticize the whole other end of the spectrum. You can't hate Jimmy who sells drugs on the corner to your kids, by the way, who buys those drugs.
Right.
And not celebrate a Black man who, quote unquote, pulled himself up by his bootstraps, went to Columbia, went to Harvard Law, and became president. You got to make up your mind, or there's another issue with you. You can't criticize the worst of the group and the best of the group.
Right.
That makes no sense.
You can't, if you can't celebrate Barack, there's something wrong. Because here's a man who, for all intents and purposes, could have went any which way he wanted to go. He could have gone in a lot of different directions. And he could have stayed in the private sector as an attorney and never gone into politics and still made a boatload of money. Michelle could have made a boatload of money, but they decided to really just serve the people because he knew the Constitution.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been president of a law school and just made some money.
Right.
And lived a quiet life, raised his 2 kids, and had none of that. And of course, if you read Michelle's book, she would have been that was what she was planning. She didn't want all this noise. Hoping. Did you see the joke before when he did the what you call that thing, the White House press thing they did?
Yeah.
There was a time where somebody was jumping over the that was at that same time someone had jumped over the White House fence. And then he came on stage, because he does a little stand-up, and he said, I guess you guys heard that somebody jumped over the fence of the White House. And I want you to know it was all okay. Secret Service was able to get Michelle down.
That's hilarious.
Right? They was able to get Michelle down, get her back to the house safely, because she would tell you she didn't want to be there. What Black woman wants to do that? I don't want to do it.
The scrutiny, the invasion of your own privacy, the just everything that comes along with it. It's very hard. It's really hard. I mean, think about it. Colin Powell, they wanted him to run as president, and his wife was like, no, I don't want that.
We don't want that. And I would have voted for him.
I don't like the scrutiny we get from you just being part of the cabinet. That alone, what it would mean as president or running for president.
Well, listen, and I'll say this final note. we're not gonna even visit what was said about Michelle Obama, because things have always been said about her. Now look, Michelle is not Halle Berry. Okay?
No.
She's not. She's not
She's a beauty in her own right, though. She is a beauty in her own right.
But let me tell you, and I mean this with the utmost respect, I've dated highly educated women, and let me tell you something. She may not look like Halle Berry, but she puts it on Barack better than Halle Berry ever could. Okay, don't let that conservative, way about her, that classy way about her, fool you. She has put it on Barack Obama in the Lincoln bedroom. You know what I'm saying? She is the
Exactly.
type. So say what you want about her.
She
I'm gonna tell you.
she put it on him like Lincoln's boyfriend put it on him.
Oh God. Oh, now you're really gonna get me in trouble. The opinions expressed by Willis Turner are not the opinions of the Strictly Pop Culture Show or New HD Radio. Okay, but yeah, she's a classy woman,
These are my
but
own
yeah,
opinions.
these are your own opinions. Well, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to going to it. I'm thinking about getting a collection of people, yourself included. Maybe we should make a big field trip about it, get a whole group to go down there and see this, because this is going to be amazing. And it's a glorious time to be alive to see something like this. I didn't get a chance to
Yes.
participate in his election, and I wish I would have. I wish I would have knocked on doors for him. I didn't, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to be there.
I applaud Barack Obama for all that he did for this country. I applaud him for allowing us to be a part of his journey. You know what I mean? As a
Yeah.
senator, as a president, as a former president, what he does and how he does things behind the scenes. We don't get to see all the things that he does because he's not that guy looking for the praises. Um, I wish I would have been able to do more for him. And this is how I know how great it was. Barack Obama becoming president, just nominated for president, brought tears to my dad's eyes.
Yeah.
Because my dad went through those years of when it was Jim Crow, when it was you were less than, you were told that all you'll ever be is a sharecropper. All you ever will amount to is less than. You know what I mean? And here is the man with one of the most powerful, with essentially the most powerful position in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
now the most powerful position in the world is the guy who runs the lever arm at the Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz. He's the most powerful man in the world. I didn't know that. I was like, wow, the most powerful man just sits at the Strait of Hormuz going, you can come by. You can't. You can come by.
And and he was pretty gangster too, because first of all, to grow up in Chicago politics, you got to be gangster. You got to be gangster, okay? And and this was a man who looked Vladimir Putin in the eye, ex-KGB, and said,
yes,
I know you're meddling in elections. You need to cut it out.
Yes.
That's gangster. You need to cut it out. This is Vladimir Putin. People have meetings with Vladimir Putin and don't leave out the front door. They leave out the window.
Right. Right.
Accidentally. They stumble out the window.
They were looking for their contacts out the window.
Yeah, out the windows. Two ways to leave this building, the stairs or the window. And there's some people who've left out the window. So the fact he looked him right in the eye and said, you need to cut this ish out, partner.
Yeah.
So, and went and got, the other guy, the 911 guy.
Bin Laden.
Yeah. So love him or like him, or Republican or Democrat. I mean, you should be proud that we live in a country that elected a man like that and who did not embarrass the office. And that's
what you should be proud of.
Yeah.
You should be proud of a man who did not embarrass office, did not say, who can say acetaminophen, who can say words that doesn't encourage you to drink Clorox, and a man who is
a man who didn't screw the intern. And look, if anybody could have screwed an intern in the Oval Office.
Yes. And then on top of that, a man who used his political cachet to ensure that you had medical coverage, to ensure that your health will always be taken care of, to ensure, and no matter what, think about how many lives he saved You know what I mean? Because they had medical coverage and people couldn't deny them medical coverage.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if all you're ever covering in medical are the healthy people, then you never have to pay out.
And history is going to be so kind to him,
Yes.
more so than they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, 50, 100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, he's going to live
Yeah.
forever, just like Jackie Robinson lives forever.
Yeah.
And it's a proud thing. And like I said, I don't talk politics, but, you know, I'm talking about it now. And we're going to end on that note. Willis Turner, comedian, tell people again where to find you.
Thank you, Jeremy, for having me on your show. I love the show. It's a great show. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Willis Turner, The Real Willis Turner, TheRealWillisTurner. And that's even on TikTok. You can find me at The Real Willis Turner. You guys,
We have a very
doing
smart
shows
audience. You
all-
don't have to spell Willis Turner out. We have a very smart audience.
I
You
get
spelling
it.
out Willis
I know.
Turner.
Well, some people don't. You wouldn't believe how sometimes people spell my name. I've had people go Willus. I'm like, it's not Willis. It's Willis.
Willis.
So, I'm going to be performing I perform at the Ice House all the time. I perform in San Diego a lot. I'm performing across the country all the time. So it's going to be a lot of things coming up that are going to be great.
All right, we'll be listening, and maybe you'll come back next week again. We'll talk more about cigars and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. You've got the world famous Dr. J's Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J, not Jeremy. Gave my real name. On New HD Radio. All right, don't hang up. Don't do